Good morning. My necklace is all jacked up. Okay, so over the last week, I went down the rabbit hole. And basically, I have been reading everything that has been marked a conspiracy theory since 2020. Now, there's a documentary. There's two of them that I've watched. One was a 10-part documentary on the current affairs of our world, and then the sequel, which is a 14-part documentary. Now, I am into part 13. Okay? And these videos, this documentary was made in 2021. Because I went back to year 20, and I've been reading everything that's been conspiracy theories since then. And it's not pretty. So, I'm sitting here this morning, which this is September 11th, 2023. Right around the time the planes hit. So, I'm sitting there watching the video, and all of a sudden it starts talking about electric meters. Smart meters, in fact. And how the electric company is going around with very friendly installers and just explaining how they're upgrading the meters from the old analogs to smart meters, right? And I said, I'm not the owner of the home, so, I can't give you permission. Let me call the owner. So I did. And Michael was hesitant. I was hesitant. We were questioning it. But then I looked it up and I was like, well, okay, this is why they're upgrading the infrastructure. This was like a month and a half ago. If that. Not even. I would say within the last month, to be honest. Then to August. Definitely August. 2 years later. So, Michael didn't talk to anyone. I did. Okay, so from what the gentleman was saying, who was a doctor, I don't recall his name right now because I only watched the video once. And, and when I seen that, I stopped immediately. I'll finish it, but, yeah. Because that was 2 years ago. And the motive behind it is atrocious. It's a fucking violation of our privacy because they are now able to, at any second, know when you're home, know when you're sleeping, know what your fucking daily habits are based on your electricity use. You don't believe me? Look at this meter. Look at the green sticker. Contains FCCID. Contains 2 different FCC IDs. And whatever the IC is, I have no idea. Gridstream RF. Look, that's the company. Landis, GYR Plus, and Zigbee. I would be willing to bet my life. Bill Gates owns or has holdings in those companies, or the Rockefellers, or the Rothschilds. So I'm going to stop. I'm going to pause the video and get my dogs. We just went to the store for cigarettes. And I'm going to go inside and I'm going to look up Chanel because this is, I should really call fog facts plus new smart electrical grids. Yeah. So I'm going to look up Chanel, and I'm going to look up those two companies, and I'm going to see who the fuck owns them. And if any of those people own them in any fashion, then everything that I have seen, heard, and read in the last week and a half is true. That right there proves it. The fucking fog. Only over crops. Look at my fucking land. Look at Michael's land here. Complete. Look at my shoes from walking around. When I walked out here this morning, there was no fog. There was hardly any fog. There was a little bit appropriate amount of fog. There's no fog here now. I bet I could still drive back to the store and all that fog will still be there. I don't know about you, but I don't remember that as a child. Fog came and went, dissipated with the sunrise. It didn't create plumes that blocked out the sun over cornfields with a corporate sign next to them.